Okay, we are recording. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RV Women Hangout. And it's basically, thanks, Joe, by the way. This is basically an opportunity for women to share information about RVing. Some of us are full-time RVers, like myself. Some are part-time, some are seasonal. Just kind of depends on what works for them. We're happy to answer any questions that you might have regarding RVing and our lives RVing. It's very fun. I mean, I really super enjoy it. Okay. It may not be fun for everybody, but I really enjoy it. Now, for some of you who are just, this is the first time that you have come by, we do this every Sunday at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and every Sunday except for holiday weekends. You know, we don't do it then. But we used to do this over on YouTube. We are all from YouTube. If you are interested in following us over there, yeah, our names are the same. It would just for me, for example, it would just be RV Ladies or YouTube/RV Lady, something like that. And you can find me, I think Nana's Joy and Adele. Your same, right, Adele?
Yeah, that's my name, and that's what I go by.
Okay. So we don't really have a topic for today, even though, let me suggest this. I have been sitting here, and on television they have the long trailer with Lucy and Desi Arnaz. You really have to watch it if you haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in years. And I don't even think I ever watched it. But the beginning is just hysterical from the perspective of RVers. You know, it's like everything that can go wrong does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's really quite funny. I thought for tonight's subject, we might want to talk about health and exercise. What do you think? There's one thing, you have to say words out loud, you guys. there's, you know, you spend a lot of time sitting in an RV, especially when you're traveling. And sometimes even when you are RVing in the winter, you find yourself indoors a lot, into going outside and doing stuff. Mm-hmm. But basically, I have discovered in the last 2 weeks that this is not a healthy lifestyle for me. And I have the medical proof right here. I'm not getting enough exercise, and I'm not eating correctly. And for a full-time RVer, you know, it's not like I'm on vacation. This is my life. This is what I do every day. And so I have to make and it's, you know, I'll go out on a go and walk for 2 miles. Okay. And then I don't do anything else for the rest of the day. And when I was a bricks and sticks person, I exercised twice a day, once in the morning, once in the or late afternoon. And, you know, found it beneficial to my cholesterol, you know, my weight. There were just a lot of things that I have just stopped doing. And that's bad. Mm-hmm. But it's easy to do. Now, when I went to my doctor to get all my blood work done, I get my blood work done every 6 months. I have a heart condition. I didn't have this many problems until now. And I've been full-timing since April of last year. So in less than a year, it's gotten bad.
A lot of things have changed for your blood work? A lot of things have gone up?
Oh, yes. Like my cholesterol. Like my, okay, I'm trying to find something else.
So your cholesterol is high?
My cholesterol is okay, I can't exactly tell it. My cholesterol is 256. You are supposed to be 240 or below.
How about triglycerides?
My triglycerides are, there they are. I am in intermediate risk. My triglycerides are 189.
Well, that's not bad, really.
Well, it's supposed to be, optimal range is the 150s. And, I passed.
My triglycerides are high. Mine are almost as much as your cholesterol, I think. And my doctor wanted to put me on. I said no. I wouldn't go on a statin. I'll try. Just a few months ago, I started craving salt, and I started eating a lot of potato chips.
Oh, bad.
Yes. And my triglycerides have gone up, even though the only oils I use mostly are extra virgin olive oil, and I do use real butter, but I have for years. That's what I've been using. I don't use margarines because they're poison. They're toxic. So, they really are. One of my girlfriends used to use the margarine that said it was good for your heart.
Yeah. Made out of soy.
Her cholesterol and her triglyceride, everything was sky high. So, they didn't work for her. So I started studying on it, and all of these fake butters or whatever are very bad for our health. So if we want to use a little bit of butter, the real thing is better for us.
Yeah. For those of you in the viewing audience, Adele is a retired nurse.
Yeah.
And so she knows stuff. And unlike myself, I don't know anything. I wait every 6 months and wait for some doctor to tell me whatever. And but now I have to take immediate action. So that's basically what I've been doing. And I got the 14th. And so basically I sought out on the internet. What I've decided to do is a Mediterranean diet instead of the ice cream diet I have been on.
I had to take ice cream from my husband.
Okay, it's true. I'm embarrassed to say.
That's not a very bad vice compared to a lot of them.
Oh, my diet consists of ice cream and chocolate. Okay. But basically what I did was went online and looked at all of the diets and the reasoning behind them. And then I also looked at cancer diets, or should I say not getting cancer diets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be blending the two. Now, of course, whether on the road or, you know, bricks and sticks, living. Moopy wants in. Is Smoopy a woman? Let's find out.
He'll be rejected pretty quickly.
Oh, I thought I had him or her.
Do you take a vitamin? Multiple.
Oh my God. Now, let me tell you what I've been taking. I take a multivitamin. I take calcium. I take B12.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's about it. There's probably something missing, but since you are in RVs, can I join from a plane? Sure. But you're a guy, Scott. That's the only problem is you're a guy.
Yeah, Scott, you're not allowed. We only have women on the panel.
On the panel.
You're allowed in the room, but not on the panel.
Yeah. Scott Allen. Yeah, we would, you know. No, we have rules.
And we don't break them.
Because we transplanted our YouTube Sunday at 4:00. Since we have been doing this for a while. And basically what we found is that when men are on the panel, it becomes a degraded conversation. Right. And I'm not saying all guys, just generalizing. And I'm sure Scott Allen, 4444, that would not be you. However, you know, so we made the rule.
Trolls also follow men, it seems.
That's true too. Yeah. Though we did have some, but they were guys.
Yeah.
Well, we have to assume they were guys that were trolling us during the hangout and saying just, you know, rude, mean things. And so, you know, we're hoping they don't follow us over from YouTube. Now this is probably our fourth blab conversation, and this is just a much easier format for us.
Yes.
YouTube makes it more complicated than it really needs to be. The fellow who got very disgusting and had to shut down. Yeah, RV roaming. I see that you have been RV roaming. I see that you have been doing Canadian blabs, Canadian RV blabs. And I was really interested in that. So it would be nice to know RV roaming. If you're over on YouTube, then, you know, we can follow you and find out what you're doing. Now, let's see, where was I? Okay, so I have added so much. Yeah, come on in. Okay. I have added so many minerals and whatever they're called, supplements, to my diet that it's now a big carrying basket of stuff. I probably take, I'll bet it's 25 pills.
I hate pills, but I do say I have the chewy vitamin gummies.
I got that for the B12. Yeah, I got the gummies for the B12. Okay, so roaming RV, where'd you go?
Oh, she stepped off for a minute there. There she is.
Hello. How are you?
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Okay. Yeah, we've been through all that where we can't hear each other and things like that. Okay, so
about your thyroid, did you find out anything about that?
yeah, the doctor said during my physical examination that I had an enlarged thyroid, which turned out to be nothing. It was just nothing.
Good.
And so my thyroid is probably the only thing on here that is good news. The rest of it is bad. Okay, Roaming RV, welcome to the RV Women Hangout. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Actually, the reason why I started the Canadian Hangout is after watching you guys.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And then you found out how global it is.
Absolutely. I had my first session last week, and unfortunately, a fellow got on and got really disgusting. So I had to shut it down.
Right. And that's basically why we don't allow men on the panel. They can be just as disgusting over in the comments section, but we have power over that.
Right. Well, this wasn't even an RVer. It was a young fellow from Belfast who got on and was making some rude comments. And because it was my very first session, I wasn't aware that there was anyone else on, so I just shut it down. But unbeknownst to me, there were other people on, and they were watching the whole process. So it was fun.
Yeah. The information is up on the top. Like right now, we have 21 people watching, and 38 people have dropped by, and then some left. Call the guys who, wanted to be on the panel, and they couldn't be.
I'm still learning how to do this, so.
The blab thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Blab is really easy. Now, are you on YouTube?
I am on YouTube. Basically, my name is RV Roaming. Actually, it's Carol Ann. RV Roaming, just because, but just for Twitter. Everything else, I'm Roaming RV. The only reason I'm not on Twitter is because someone else took the name and it's just sitting there dormant, but I can't use it.
Yeah. I couldn't. I used RV Lady 1. So, it's just what you have to do in order, because I set up the Twitter to do the blab. Let's see, Roaming RV, what will your blab be about? Ramblin' on RV wants to know, Roaming RV, what will your blab be about?
The one tomorrow, we're going to be discussing cell phone coverage for snowbirds and obtaining internet coverage. And I do have a couple of people that have approached me. We have a problem up in Canada, maybe you guys do too, about establishing a home base. And it seems to be a pretty hot topic right now amongst a few other people that I've been speaking with. So first of all, tomorrow we're going to talk about cell phone coverage and then home base. More or less, my blab is going to be about the challenges that Canadian full-time RVers face. We have some of the issues
you face very many.
Pardon me?
I understand they don't. I understand that boondocking and RVing is far more than it is down here. Is that not true?
More popular?
More accepted. Where you can park your RV and you don't get a parking ticket.
Oh, yes. In that aspect, you're probably right. What I'm more concerned about, it's easier, or it seems to be more prevalent in the United States for Americans to become full-time RVers. In Canada, we have a few more challenges, and it becomes an issue for us in terms of our medical coverage and being legal for taxation, and we have to create a home base within our province, and we have to stay within our province for so many months a year, specifically for our medical coverage. And where I believe, now I'm not 100% sure, but in the States, I don't think you have to stay in your home base province for 6 months. which we do.
No.
If now the Canadian provinces are starting to get more, a little bit more lenient, and they're creating policies whereby we can ask for like in BC where I'm at, we can ask for a 2-year exemption that we can travel and still maintain our medical. But for the most part, for just general purposes, we actually have to be in our province physically for 6 months in order to maintain our medical coverage. And a lot of people in Canada get confused about that. They think as long as they stay in Canada for 6 months that they're covered, and that's not actually true. Whether they're in Canada or whether they're in Canada or United States, it doesn't matter. It's being in their home province for the select period of time. So it becomes a little challenging.
When you are traveling, does your Canadian health insurance cover you out of country?
Yes, it does, as long as you're not out of the province for more than the allotted time. But we also do recommend that RVers, who have like provincial medical, get travel insurance too, because our medical, although it's good, it's not adequate.
Okay.
And because the medical expenses in the hospitals and clinics in the United States is a lot more expensive than here in Canada, our Canadian medical will only cover what it would normally cover here in Canada. So as an example, if the British Columbia Medical MSP says, oh, we only pay $500 for that treatment, and say I'm in Tennessee and the bill comes in at $1,000, if I don't have travel insurance, then I would have to pay the difference of the $500 myself. So they only pay what they would normally pay here at home on our provincial medicals. So
right.
And
wow,
we also
scary.
Yeah, our issue up here right now, a lot of people they're starting to get better, but in order for us to have a driver's license in our home province, we actually have to have a physical address. We can use a post office box for mailing, but we need to have a physical address to register our driver's license and to register for a passport. But there's ways of doing that. You can, rent a room somewhere. You can have maybe a small apartment. You can maybe rent a long-term RV lot in order to have an established physical address. There's ways of doing it. It's just a little more challenging. But
yes,
it gets interesting.
And that's a concern for a lot of full-time RVers as well. Establishing an residency. I want to say you have to live someplace 6 months before residency is established, same as you.
Okay.
The difference, let's see, is there any difference? No. See, like my home base is in the San Diego, California area. So, I still have a house and so I use that as my physical address.
Right.
And when I'm ordering from Amazon, I use whatever address I happen to be at.
Right. But do you physically have to be at that residence for a certain length of time per year?
No.
Yeah.
Our driver's licenses last for, I want to say 4 years.
Ours lasts for 5.
Okay. And so the driver's license isn't an issue. Now, in California, vehicle registration is due annually. And so I can do that online.
Right.
And then have my sticker sent to wherever I want, but no, they will send it to the residence of record. So
Right.
Since my daughter lives there, she.
But the fact that you actually have a physical address is in your favor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We can have a mailing address as a post office. That's fine. We can get our mail out of the post office, but we also have to have the physical address registered with it at the same time. Like my driver's license shows my physical address and my mailing address.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but there's always ways of working it without being illegal.
Well, do you actually have to stay in your province for 6 months?
Yes.
Ah.
You don't have to. Okay, as an example, say I own a house, but I've rented it out, but I'm still using that as my physical address.
Right.
I don't have to be physically at that house during that period of time, but I have to be within the province. So I could be. Sorry?
How do they know that you're not?
They don't. But if we don't have a physical address, we can't get a passport. And if you can't have a passport, you can't cross into the United States, which is what the snowbirds want to do every winter. Now, our passports now are good for 10 years.
I think ours are too.
Yeah. So if per se you get your passport, you get your driver's license, unless a red flag comes up, there's no one really going to question you for a certain length of time. However, if you do go to the Canada-U.S. border and say you don't have a physical address, you've let it slide and you just hope you don't get caught, the U.S. Customs can ask for proof that you actually physically live somewhere. And if you can't provide that proof, you can be refused to be entered into the United States. Not that it happens a lot.
I don't know how you prove that. I'm currently in Florida. Mm-hmm. As I said, Sandy, somebody said prove it.
What's on your driver's license? See, that's why, I recommend if someone, as an example, if you rent a room in, say, a friend's house, and you pay them a nominal fee to rent that room so that you've now got a physical address, then carry a receipt or carry a receipt for your cell phone coverage or a utility bill of some sort, just so that if you are asked, you can show it. So you have a house.
Yeah. I would think that the thing to do would to be get a RVer that understands your plight and is willing to let you use their address.
That's what most people are doing. I can't tell people how to circumvent the laws.
That's true.
Right? I mean, somebody's going to be listening to this, I know. But what I can say is there are ways of staying legal by being creative. Mm-hmm. And to be really honest, they're not worried about you as long as you don't spend too much time in the United States, because then if we do, we have to pay tax down there. And that's a whole different other story.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's about. It's about money.
Oh, it's all about money. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about money.
Yeah, they don't want you spending your Canadian dollars in America. And
United States, if you're spending too much time down there, they want your tax dollars, and you have to pay part of your income tax to the United States government.
Wow.
So, yeah.
because that's interesting, because every RV park that I've been to charges tax. So you are paying tax down here.
Yeah, it's like yeah, we are. The difference is when you come up here, you're paying tax too. So I mean, it's not a difference, but if you come up here and stay in our parks, you're paying a tax. However, now I'm not up on it 100%, but if you come up here and pay tax, there is a way of you collecting that tax back.
Oh, getting it back.
Yeah, but it's in your best interest to come to Canada anyway, because our dollar is worth nothing right now. Your dollar, I mean, it's practically.
Our dollar's a little short.
Yeah, it's a little short. So, which has impacted some of the Canadians going down south this winter too. They're not there's still Canadians down south, but they might not be traveling as much. Right, they're staying in one spot rather than driving all over the place, and they may be eating in instead of out as much as they would have in the past. So it's interesting.
I get that. But here we have the same difficulty, and every place wants you to have a physical address.
Yeah,
and so we have the same problem.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know how others are meeting people who absolutely have no home base. I don't know how they're actually doing that.
Yeah,
other than using a relative or, a friend's address or something that.
Right.
Something like that.
How do you get your medical? Like our medical is provincial. So the province that we're registered in is the province where we get our medical. And we pay for it. So we have to abide, I don't know what it's like in the United States. Do you get your medical from the state that you're registered in, or do you get private medical?
It's private. Well, okay, there's a couple different ways to go here. Depending on how old you are, it is, if you're under, oh God, I don't even know what it is, 65,
okay, then
it's private medical insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Once you become over 65, then it is Medicare with federal. And then with, and Medicare pays, I'm guessing, you guys probably know, 60%, 80%?
80% for Medicare.
80% of the bill.
Okay.
So you can get yet another insurance policy and have that insurance policy carry the remainder.
So would that be like extended care, like for eyeglasses and dental and such like that?
It's like you go to the hospital and you spend $1,000. Medicare is going to pay $800, and then you're responsible for $200, or you get another insurance policy to pay that additional 20%.
Right. Yeah, we can do that too. We can do that.
Too. You have to have a special policy for glasses, dental.
Right.
Now, my husband was in the National Guard in the military for 25, 30, I don't remember. It was over 25 years. And we have an insurance called TRICARE. That's through the military. I can get care anywhere, and they pay for all my they pay for my pharmacy. And if I last week I had to get a prescription antibiotic, and it was, you have to pay a copay. Now, if I had gotten that, if I had sent that into my to TRICARE, they would have got it to me within 2 weeks, but the infection could have gone a lot worse, But anyway, I could have got it for free if it was generic, which it was.
Okay.
But now Medicare, the Medicare system is, once you hit 65 years of age, you're eligible for Medicare, period. So there are any monthly payments, right? There are not any monthly payments, right? There's no monthly payments. The additional insurance to cover that 20% is generally from private. It's a private company, and so there would be monthly payments, and or you can make them annually or semi-annually, whatever it is.
Now, Medicare is a monthly. There is a monthly payment. It's over $100. Yeah, yes, it comes out of your Social Security check.
Holy shit.
Yes.
You just learned something.
I did just learn something.
Not entitlement. They're trying to make us feel guilty, but we pay for that every month. And
how much do you pay?
Well,
everybody pay the same.
I never look at it, but I think mine's about $100.
That's crazy.
And my husband's is more because he worked longer than me and he made more than I did.
See, our medical, no matter what our age is, our provincial medical is done provincially, not federally. And it comes down to what your income is as to how much you pay. So quite a few people over 65 who are retired, I just saw something, $150 each. As an example, my husband and I up here, between the two of us, pay $138 a month, but that's for both of us. But if after 65, if you're retired and your income is reduced and it has to go down to a certain level, then you may be eligible for a reduction. And we also get a percentage of our prescriptions paid depending upon our income.
Oh my God, I'm so screwed.
And somebody said in BC it's free. That's in BC and free. It's free in many provinces. I'm not sure which other provinces, but Alberta is free currently.
Oh my God, I'm so screwed. I'm going to Mexico. That's all there is to it.
Me too.
Oh my God.
Mexico has social medicine. Mexico has social medicine.
Well, Mexico has what's their money called?
Peso.
It's worth nothing. Peso. It's worth nothing. You know, the dollar's worth so much more. And I am definitely retiring. Whatever. And
I would leave them there.
I really thought Medicare was free.
No.
I would.
All you had to do was pay the 20%. So you're basically paying a private insurance company and paying Medicare.
Well, but that's what we do too. We pay our medical, and if you want extended health, such as eye care or dental, then you pay extra.
And that's a lot.
It can be, yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I pay for my own glasses. I pay for my own teeth. Tuesday, I have to have a root canal.
Oh, I am so sorry. I know. On Monday, wait a minute, what's today?
Today's Sunday.
Sunday.
A week from tomorrow, I go to the dentist to have something done so that I have teeth in my face. And that should be interesting. And of course, I don't have any dental insurance because I thought, who needs dental insurance?
Yeah, I don't either. I paid for mine.
Yeah. So I'm
$1,000 for that root canal. Just
how much?
A little tooth right here. He said he could pull it, and I said, "My God, that's in the front of my mouth."
Oh, you don't want that.
I figure it's like I have all my teeth on the bottom with the exception of the one that I had him pull. And then I only have 5 teeth left on the top. So I have no clue what kind of plan they're going to come up with and what price tag that's going to be. But what I may do is get something called a flipper, and you wear it. You can't eat in it, but you can like just exist in it. And I think you take it out at night. That's what I'm going to think.
Someone's asking how to turn on the audio. I'm sorry for interrupting, and I don't know how to tell them.
I'm probably going to end up getting the, permanently implanted teeth, whatever those are called. But I'll just get out of Mexico. Yeah, I'm just going to go to Mexico and get them.
See, I can't have those because I'm diabetic. A diabetic can't have implants because of the infection. There's 25% infection with implants. So be real careful. But they are beautiful. They are really beautiful.
Well, I understand there are a few people that I have heard of that have gone down there for the permanent thing. Mm-hmm. And, basically, as long as I can do them quick, I'm happy. I just don't want to leave my little Suzuki down on a Mexican street for somebody to, take it. I'm so worried about that. So maybe I'll just take a cab in. Okay, let's see. If you click the symbol, you may have turned off her speaker. Try clicking it again. Okay. Adele, can you hear me when I talk? Joy, no, we do not hear you. You're going to have to refresh.
Yeah, we don't hear. We haven't heard Joy at all.
I know. I just got to quiet.
Can I ask a question? For someone who hasn't called in, how do they talk on this if they haven't called in?
What do you mean called in?
Because there's 4 seats, right?
Right.
And I called in on one of them. Now, if someone doesn't call in, can they still speak to you?
No. Well, they can write their comments over on the right-hand side.
Right.
But,
okay.
Yeah, they can write their comments or questions or whatever on the right-hand side. Only the panelists talk.
Right.
Okay, let's see, Joy.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Well,
I've been
trying to talk and nobody listened.
Oh, we're so sorry.
It's kind of like parenting. Okay, so
I'm going to sign off and let somebody else talk for a while. I really enjoy speaking with all of you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go to your page. What time is your blab tomorrow?
It's exactly the same time tomorrow.
Ooh, what a copycat.
Hey, I was going to do it on Sunday, and I did not want to interfere with yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, doesn't is competing against each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Pacific time? Is that Pacific time or Eastern?
Pacific. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to be there.
Sounds good. Thanks, Adele. Bye, everybody. I'm going to be listening.
Bye.
Okay.
See you next time.
I was trying to tell you guys that Medicare only pays 80% of a reasonable charge. If a doctor is too expensive, they won't pay 80% of it.
Well, I've had my doctor for years. And in fact, he was one of my husband's students way back when. And so he's very familiar with my family, and my grandchildren, everybody goes to him. So he's a really good doctor, and he always is paid by Medicare and TRICARE. I never pay anything for the doctor.
Yep, but if you watch though, if you get sent to somebody that thinks they're really good and charges really good, they won't pay 80% of their bill. They'll pay 80% of the going rate.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I hope
I'm not really looking forward to that now.
Yep, that's.
I'm not going to tell my cardiologist what to charge.
Well,
and I certainly don't want to. I don't want to. Well, I'm going to have to check into all of this.
Right,
and
you just get kind of screwed if you want a good doctor, you just end up having to pay, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. How did we get on this medical chat? Oh my God.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go back to RVing because we're here to talk about RVing.
Well, getting back to what you were talking about with your cholesterol and not being healthy and all that, food-wise, as what we started out, Adele, how do you propose to change your diet that you're going to eat? Are you going to cook ahead? Are you cooking individual meals? Are you cold cutting it?
Well, I'm going to eat as many raw vegetables as I can. That's salads and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll stick with fish and occasionally chicken, no red meat. I can still do my juicing and get the nutritional benefits of juicing. The other thing is I'm going to stop eating chocolate and ice cream.
Now the dark chocolate's supposed to be healthy. The
No.
dark
No. That is, as I said when I started, I'm going to do the Mediterranean diet. And combining that with the diet to offset cancer growth. And so, I'm curious if you had that diet, please.
Cheerio.
My husband's trying the oatmeal. My husband has oatmeal every morning to try to get his cholesterol down. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah. And I'm taking ginseng? No. Ginkgo. It's called Ginkgo Smart for my brain.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Actually, I've been taking it for a couple of days now, and I got to say it works.
It works for you?
Yeah, it works for me. And I think that it's like medication. It works differently for everyone.
Yeah, my chemistry.
I think it also the quality of supplements you're getting as well. And I don't know where to buy quality supplements other than when I went over to the cancer, reading about the cancer diets. They actually had links to. Oh, Galita, I'll let you in. Oh, somebody new.
Okay, we got a new girl coming in, huh?
Yes. Galita.
Do you guys cook ahead, like cook one day and then you don't have to cook for a couple of days?
Well, when I turn on my and if I'm going to do meats and things like that, I'm doing them in the barbecue outside. And it's only because I'm not, and we lost her.
She may have a fire. If she has a firewall, it won't let her in, and she has to read up at the top. It tells you some things the first time you come on.
Okay, I never ran into that. They must have new rules. When I barbecue outside, I will do 2 pieces of chicken and 2 salmon fillets, and then eat those the next day and the day after that. So, oh, sorry, I didn't know I called. This is Wind Horse. Oh, hello. Okay. But a lot of yogurt, just paying attention and getting the crap out of my diet. No processed foods at all. No yeast product foods at all. That's more for the cancer end. And
so you're staying away from white flour?
All kinds of white anything.
Yeah.
Basically, anything with yeast in it. For the cancer diet, I don't have cancer, by the way, you guys.
Yeah, well,
for the cancer thing. I was telling everybody else. It's like brown rice. I'll make I spent like $25 on a jar of honey.
I did that one time, and I bought it in a quart jar, and I was all excited about it. I got home, I had it on the floor of the car. I opened the door, and the damn thing rolled out, and right on the driveway, honey everywhere.
Well, let me get the honey that I paid $25.
I did too. It's terrible.
I guess that wasn't Sue B, huh?
Yeah. So I was just sick.
This is it.
Yep.
You see this?
Oh, yes, that is good.
This is 12 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, $25.
What the hell is Manuka?
I don't know.
It's a special honey. I don't remember. I don't remember a whole lot about it, but it's really good for you.
This is an anti-inflammatory, which I have a body full of inflammatory.
Yeah.
And this is an anti-inflammatory. It is akin to having or taking antibiotics. It does have an antibiotic feature to it. Now, it's from New Zealand. Very rare. This is raw honey, which has extraordinary powers. I didn't want to get to that. It's unpasteurized and unfiltered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this has never been. And you take a half a tablespoon twice daily. Okay, is all you have of this. But I'll be doing that once daily because this is friggin' $25. That's crazy town. Okay.
Right.
But I have the big honey, but apparently this honey is, I like better. And it's for diet if you have to have honey to have this kind. Okay. On the cancer end. So that's why I went ahead and bought that. It's easy, and I am a sugar freak. And so I want to have some go-to until I get away from eating the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's like I have sugar in my coffee. It starts in the morning. Coke in the afternoon for a little get and go. And
so you crave, if we do that, we crave all day long.
That's right.
Yeah. But once I stop eating sugar, hopefully the craving will just go away. And I have found in the past that when I follow a more nutritious course, as opposed to eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because it only takes a couple minutes and I can eat it on the run. But I find my sugar craving goes way down. So I already know this is true. And so let's see. So these chocolate chip cookies and milk I'm having right now are bad. Not if you're really enjoying them.
That's Frida trying to pull a joke on us.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookies.
And would they be homemade chocolate chip cookies with butter?
Ice cream between them. Make you a nice sandwich.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you, RV lady, did you get that bad storm last night?
Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes.
I have snow.
Oh, well, at least it wasn't snow.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm so, being here in Florida, I'm so used to it raining at night and I don't hear it. Today, when I woke up, it was like 50 degrees. I'm so over this. But the sun did come out around noon. And
we've had 9-foot seas, gale force winds, and at 4:30 this morning we had the alarms go off saying take cover.
Well, aren't you glad you're not here?
So it was a little exciting for a couple hours.
Well, it apparently hit Orlando pretty hard too.
Yeah, it hit down here. It hit Siesta Key.
Oh yeah. Is that where you are, Sarasota area? Is that where you are? Siesta Key?
I'm south, about an hour south of Sarasota.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'll see you on Thursday.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going down on Thursday. And I'm going to southern Fort Myers is where I'll be. So, yeah, I'll see you on the way down. And I'm also going to stop and see RV Living the Dream, Deb. She and her family are in their full-time RVers. They are in Orlando. And she asked me if I was going to the RV show that was in Tampa. Apparently they have a really big one. Yeah. But she wanted to know if I was going there for Saturday. And I wrote her back and said, no, I already had plans. I got a massage. I wasn't canceling my massage. So I'd rather have a massage than look at RVs that I'm not going to buy.
And that's good for your health, too, a massage.
Yeah. Yes, I know. And that's what I've been doing over the course of, since the 14th, is really concentrating on being better to myself. And stop and see me. Where are you?
I think she may be in Ohio. I'm not sure. Yeah, she's in Columbus, Ohio.
That's a long way
But
away.
I am going to southern Ohio in June. I'll be at someplace that I can't remember the name of, and meeting a few people there. So, and then I'm meeting family in southern Ohio, and but my sister lives Columbus, Ohio, in Ashland, Mansfield area. Just so I've been to Columbus many times. Some good-looking guys there. My other sister after climbing in and out of Class A's at the dealership, I didn't realize they were so high. Some of the Class A's are very high, and I've seen people put out steps, like a step on the ground, so that they can get to the step that lets them into the RV.
Yeah.
Now, my Class A is not like that. My Class A is easy to get in and out of. But I have seen some that are really high and wonder how those people deal with that. And that's something to consider because you are getting in and out all the time. And most of the time you're carrying stuff.
I used to fall down the steps of our Class C all the time. I'll tell you, once a week, and I don't drink. I don't drink at all. But I would slide on the carpet. Yep. My slippers or something would slide, and I'd have a cup of coffee in my hands, and I'd go, boom, boom, boom. And I wouldn't lose a drop.
I fell out of my Class C. I can't even tell you how many times.
Yeah.
And it was something about the top stair. And just you would hit that and start sliding. Basically, is what happens.
There's no stopping once you start.
Yeah, you're on the ground. Yeah, you're on the ground. It's bad.
See, I'm 5 steps up in.
Oh my God! I'd break my neck. Now
I noticed that people who went to the RV show in Tampa basically they have recordings over on YouTube for people that don't know this, but they stayed looking at the fifth wheelers. You know, I wanted to see the Class A's. I wanted to see the Class C's. Yeah, they went over and did the fifth wheelers. And those are nice. I'm not saying that a fifth wheeler isn't nice, but my God, humongous.
Right.
And that's just not what I want to drag down the road.
Look at that fifth wheel the Duprees have. Holy cow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I saw that one.
But he had to get a semi to pull it.
I know. And actually, I have seen semi that pull those, what are they called? Fifth wheelers. I've seen them.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's just, that's too big. I don't want anything that big. But, you know, I may change my mind. Someday be cruising around in a fifth wheeler. If you can just rent your house with this house, it would be a good income. Oh, okay. Yeah, the problem with renting your house in Southern California, the people you don't know, is you have no idea what it's going to turn into.
Yeah. Frida's got a beautiful fence around her property. They would be growing almost anything, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. My house is like that, a big backyard, huge backyard actually. And I could grow anything I wanted back there. And, you know, occasionally I think that, you know, I'll plant geraniums too. But those are things to consider when you are going to an RV show. The things that you're actually looking for to buy is what you want to concentrate on, because there's a lot of razzle dazzle there. There's sure a lot of people are going through RVs like crazy in what's that town in Arizona? Quartzsite.
Quartzsite, yeah.
Yeah, because they have just RV or TV show to see.
Now, Russ said not to buy from in Quartzsite. Russ, the RVer TV.
Yeah.
Do not buy in Quartzsite. He's looking for a new one. I've been watching him, but I haven't seen the new one yet.
Did you see Chris Penn just put one on about the mistakes he made on his?
Yeah, and we made the same mistakes, only we've really paid for ours.
Well, I'm confused as to what the problem was, other than he didn't understand the vehicle was consigned to the dealership.
And the dealership told him that they went through it top to bottom.
They lied to him.
Well, any dealership buying anything, when their lips are moving, they're lying. So you just have to go with that. And that's why it's so important for you to know exactly what you're looking for. And that's hard. That's hard to figure out what you're looking for. It's hard to think about things like, you know, where are your external, I mean, everything's on the driver's side, the sewer, the access to your brown or gray and black tank, your electricity, stuff like that. I have seen a couple of RVs, and oh yeah, did Russ find a new RV?
I think he might have. Yes, he did. So he'll be doing a video on that.
There's this YouTube
there it is right there. There's the link right there.
Oh, great! I'll watch that in a few minutes now.
Yeah. I'm copying that link right now. Actually, I'm going to open that link in any tab. Okay. So, I'm glad. I'm so excited to see what it is. I think that I did it right, which was to get starter RVs. You know, get something used, get something that you're not going to cry when you hit something. Oh, that's me.
RV, we bought it in '98. I paid cash for it. And, I mean, it was brand new, and I paid a big bundle of cash for that baby. And so we were very tied to it, you know. I mean, it had everything we wanted.
Yeah.
Everything we wanted. Well, there's some things that have gone wrong, and the roof is really a problem for us. And it rains here all the time. So my husband has to get up on the roof and put on that new rubberized stuff, you know. That, the stuff I think the RV lady had to do. And it's just raining. It never dries out here. We're going to have to go to the desert to get that done.
Yeah. Well, it's like this RV that I'm in now, this Class A. What I found was interesting about it was that I bought it in Northern California. Once I drove it to drier areas, it actually worked differently. You know, doors opened that didn't open before. I mean, they would hit something. It was because it was it was saturated. So once it started drying out, that was great.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys about your ovens. Do you both have regular ovens? I have a convection oven, kind of combination microwave. I don't have a regular oven. I have not cooked in that oven yet, so I don't know how that works. Do you guys have regular ovens or the other?
I use the regular oven all the time. I've made pies. I've made a turkey. I've made roasts. I'm not good at making cakes, so I don't do that. They crack. I guess I dry them out or something. Anyway, I use that oven. Plus, of course, I have the microwave, but mine's not convection. So I bought a toaster convection oven if I want to use it. But it's got a rotisserie and all that with it, you know.
Yeah. What do you got, RV lady?
Yeah, I have a regular oven. I have a microwave as well. That's it. I do not have a toaster oven. I don't have any of those extra things. I really want to cook outside. I really don't want to cook in my RV. I think no matter what you do, how many fans you turn on, you're still making the inside of your RV dirty.
You are.
And greasy.
Yep.
And so, I'm not. Now, I use the oven when I have a pizza stone in my oven. It stays in there all the time. Bought it at World Market.
Yeah.
The pizza stone helps the oven to heat evenly. And a lot of the ovens in RVs that people use, what happens is they'll put something in and the bottom will burn and then the top is raw. And so what you want to do is create, if you put the pizza stone in there or any kind of terracotta, you know, I have in my oven, I have the bottom of a terracotta pot that you would plant it.
Oh.
And I have that in the bottom, plus I have the pizza stone as well. And it heats beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
I never have any trouble with it. I have to say, because I wasn't microwave person, that I do enjoy having a microwave. I feel bad about that. I do enjoy having the microwave. It does make it much more convenient. Now, in my new eating life, it's out. And I can't imagine that I'm really going to do anything in the microwave anymore. And I may eventually take it out, or I'll just store stuff in it.
I think the lady I bought this from cooked like the devil in that oven, that convection oven, because I had to clean it.
Oh.
It's all stainless steel inside, but she must have cooked the hell out of it, because I had to.
Again, she probably burned the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And the pizza stone in there, you're just going to burn everything. And then you also have to keep in mind that it's a very small space, and that you are probably going to have less baking time than, by like 10 minutes or something. 5 minutes. And and so it saves you a little on propane, that it cooks so fast. But I'm moving away from that. I mean, the only thing that I cook in the RV are eggs. I will scramble some eggs, and that's about it.
Well, I bought 2 induction cooktops.
Yeah.
And I plan to take them and put them on a table outside.
Right.
Then I can cook anything I want out there.
Right. The only time that I cook inside is when it's not hospitable outside.
Yeah.
So eventually you do have to, you're going to run into that.
Right.
And you just have to know how to cook. And you turn on every fan and vent that you've got, and take all that stuff out. There's a lot of moisture in cooking. Well, it doesn't even matter. It's like, for dinner tonight, I had a sweet potato. I made that in the microwave. I was shocked at how much moisture was in the microwave after I cooked that. Mm-hmm. And so, of course, I wiped down the inside of the microwave so that stuff didn't spill out into, here, the living space.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing that I noticed from the couple of videos that I watched, the Tampa RV show, is there's so much white. There's white furniture.
Yeah.
Not good with my dogs. My little dogs
feet
all over it. Nope, not too good.
I wouldn't want white.
I wouldn't either. I mean, some of it looked as though it was leather. Mm-hmm. But still, it gets dirty. The stuff in an RV gets dirty. You have to
stains, leather stains too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So I would not ever get white anything, and I really have to think hard about the leather. Whether or not that I wanted anything.
I don't like carpet in there. It's okay in my bedroom, but I really don't like carpet in the living area.
Yeah. I have in here, came with it. And a little bit of carpeting. Carpeting in the bedroom and whatever. But I am discovering that my floor creaks. And it's been doing this since the beginning. Since I've had it. And so I'm not sure that it's not getting worse. So I have to do some investigation, and probably will have to, pull it all up, and then I'll just put down the wooden floors and, throw a rug on top of that. Cause I don't like walking on bare floors. So it's either I've got to have something on my feet or a rug under my feet. I want that 2006 Coachman. I think that has a little garage in the back and the ramp to the outside. I've seen those. I didn't know it was a Coachman though. I don't know that I'd ever buy a Coachman product again.
My Class C is a Forest River Sunseeker, and it has the large compartment in the back that you can put a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of area that we can put things. And of course, I think I have to fill them all up.
Of course. I can easily fill all of them up. I find that the more I travel, and it's not that I'm acquiring things, but I am. But it's things that, like I bought an outside huge rug for $40 on Amazon, and it's huge. And, I'm going to have some place to store that. In this RV, that would take up an entire storage area. So a good thing I have the Suzuki, because I could just throw it in there. The things that I would look for in purchasing an RV would be, of course, roof, not rubber.
Right. I'll never have
never a rubber roof. And then I would have to say the storage is important. Of course, the engine's really important, and what is it sitting on? What kind of chassis is it sitting on? There would. I'm looking. Okay. So, okay. Sorry, I got distracted by reading the comments. I would have to consider tire size on an RV, because some of these monster RVs have monster tires, and those things are $800 a piece. And that's like the cheap one.
Mine has truck tires on them. The big,
well, mine does too.
The big semi truck tires.
Oh, mine is not. At least I don't. No, they're not semi truck tires.
Yeah.
But
the $900 tires on mine. We worried about that. Oh, everybody said take a tire with you. Well, hell, I couldn't even pick one of them up.
Yeah.
And so you would just have to call for help and wait it out. When we were in Canada, they said, "Oh my gosh,
I know we should go to Canada and buy our tires."
Yeah.
We should just go up there and remodel our RVs and then bring them back.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Far into Canada, British Columbia sounds beautiful. I've never been there.
Oh, gosh, love it. Oh.
Yeah, I've been to the eastern side of Canada, Quebec, and whatever Niagara Falls is, and
we've been there too through Niagara Falls.
Yeah, but I don't know that I would. It's not that wasn't a place that I would go back to. But I went to Lake Ontario, and I can't. I don't know where that is. I know it's over on the west.
Who was it that doesn't like mountains? Is that RV Living the Dream? Is she the one that doesn't like high places?
Yes. It is somebody, but it scares them.
Yeah.
The mountains scare them.
Yeah.
And
I love the mountains.
Oh, the mountains are beautiful.
I do. Up in the Rockies, we would take I would take the car off. We had a car that we towed, and I would take it off because we were supposed to go through snow at this time. And so I took it off, and I was going to drive the car, and Steve, my husband, had the motorhome, of course, and wasn't a drop of snow. But we'd stopped at the bottom of the mountains, and this, I think, was in Wyoming, Idaho or Wyoming, and we were going to cross over, and they said, "Oh, we had a big storm, and there's snow everywhere." And I said, "Well, we're from West Virginia. I came from snow country." And this girl told us, "Well, you really shouldn't go across." I said, "We're not afraid." So wasn't a speck of snow.
Yeah.
You know, have you seen those new snow chains? They're not really snow chains, but it's a fabric that you put on your wheels just like you would chains, but it is like this awesome gripping fabric. And you put one on, and I saw, and I can't think of what the name of them. I don't know, but they're on Amazon, and they're not
new. We have chains for everything here. We have chains for everything.
Let me see if I can do a quick search.
We can't get chains on our vehicles in our state.
Why? Wait a minute, where are you?
Michigan. They don't allow chains on there. That eats up their roads.
Yeah.
Yes, so do studded tires. Did they eliminate studded tires too?
Yeah, we don't get studded either.
Oh, wow. We do. We're allowed to have them till April something. I've never had a pair, but my sister runs studded tires. I mean, she lives up in the mountains higher than me. And where we grew up, it's called a little town called Terrata in West Virginia.
Yeah.
I mean, we had snow up to our necks, lots of winters.
Yeah.
I've walked to school in 35 below zero weather with snow where you couldn't see over it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they won't let us have them because they just choose the hell out of the road. So they just say, nope, you can't do it.
The one that I saw is called an Auto Stock 540 Emergency Winter Traction Device. And I don't know if they sell them a piece, but I have a price on $62.99. The attraction for me is that they're not big heavy chains.
Right.
They're light fabric things.
Right.
And Flex Track, I think, is the one, and it's a new traction technology. And you jack up anything. You do have to move the vehicle, kind of, but 44% of snow chains deployed on snow. Okay, it's some kind of patented, fabric. Okay, I'm done reading that. It's some kind of patented fabric, but still, you wad them up and you throw them in a bag this big.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your snow chains. And I think that would be ideal for our gear.
I saw a mat advertised that you could get traction. You just put it under your tire. You don't have to do anything special. Just put it under your tire, and it gives you traction to get out. Now, this isn't for going through the mountains or anything, but if you're stuck, you can.
No, these things are comparable to chains or the cable. This is a new thing, and it's comparable. I watched a video on them, and they were using semi trucks, and the semi truck with the fabric on was pulling another semi truck on a seriously icy, snowy road. And they did it several times, and they were doing testing, how much pull was it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting. And so I figured that once they stop being so new, I'll grab them. And in case I need them, I've got them. And that's what I do. I buy stuff in case I need it. Because I always want to be prepared for everything. And, in case I need it. Okay. And let's see, what else? Gosh, we've just been all over the place today. I need to get a topic, and we need to just do a topic. Maybe next week what we'll do is of inside and storage. That it's really important that you have adequate storage, and of course it's always important that you know where something is. Because all you will do is hunt for stuff if you don't know where it is. And I once did a rampage on my Elmer's glue. I knew I had Elmer's glue. I knew it. And it was just remembering where I put it. So now it's someplace where I'm not going to forget it. But anyway, we are winding down. We've got 4 more minutes to go. And so let's next week talk about the interior of your RV and storage.
That's a good subject.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I need the help with the basement of the RV. How the underneath of it, getting that organized is something else.
Now mine are very organized, and I know where everything is. But if someone else was to look at it, they'd go, "Oh my gosh!" As a matter of fact, I think I'll make a video about that and open up one of my bins and pull out the stuff, and you will laugh. The things that I have just in case I need them. I carry a pulley with me in case I want to take the top off the Suzuki.
Oh boy.
Oh. And so I would pulley it up into a tree.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm an RV hoarder. No, I'm not really.
I am too. I have things in there you wouldn't believe.
It's amazing the things that you can justify and shove into an RV. Now, my RV is 26 feet. Okay, not very big. And, I managed to get things in here that are necessary for me in the event that I need them. Okay, I'll make a video. It'll be fun. We've got 2 more minutes left. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any anything they want to say? For girls who can talk? No?
I don't.
We've really had a nice crowd tonight. They were really, really great.
Yeah. And again, we do this every Sunday at 4 o'clock Pacific time or 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'm currently in Eastern time, and when I started the RV Women Hangout, I started it in Pacific time. So that's why I can remember 4 o'clock Pacific time. But thanks, ladies. Okay, you're very welcome. This recording will be over on YouTube on my channel tomorrow, probably. What Blab does is they make this and send it over to my email, and then people can view whatever parts they've missed and things like that. Now, I believe you can also see them on Blab, but I'm not really sure about that because I haven't totally investigated Blab. But I want to thank you all for coming, and I wish I could have read all the stuff. I want to thank you all for coming here tonight and being with us, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday.
Yep.
Let me think. Yeah, Sunday, where I will be. No, I'll still be here. Will I still be here? No, I won't be here.
You'll be a little further south, won't you?
Yeah, I'm going to be further south. So maybe Nana's Joy and I can do it at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
In the same room.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
We'll figure that out.
What day is Sunday? Is it the 24th?
I don't know. I don't even know what today is. My phone goes off to remind me what day I'm on.
Yes, Nana, it's the 24th.
The 24th, I will be joining you guys from Disney World.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. I'll tell you something interesting. I got one of those marketing calls where they say, you know, for or $69 or something, you can go to the Bahamas per person. So I booked, 3 days and 2 nights to the Bahamas.
Is it a cruise?
Yeah, it's a cruise.
That's great. I'd love to do that, but with my dogs, I can't.
Yeah.
They really tie you down.
Yeah.
Really?
But what I got is a upgraded room, whatever that means. And it'll just be me in the cabin, nobody else. I paid for 2 people. But you know, it'll just be me. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
I will. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. I don't even know when I'm going to go, but it's going to be before I leave Florida. So probably within the next 60 days. I'll go over there. It kind of depends on the weather, actually. Okay, that's it for us. We're off. Bye. Thanks, girls, for coming by. Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Yes, make lots of Bahama videos.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
See
you next week.
Give me a call.
I will.